Not gonna do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's had a good week. We're ready to have another session. I don't know if Vegas is ready, but the rest of us are.
I can't believe this was the way we stopped Vegas from dancing the entire time.
We
Was
did
to
it.
just be pro Vegas dancing.
I
Was to just interrupt him mid-sentence to tell him we're going live?
yeah, no,
We figured it out.
I'm
Crack the
very. I said no,
code.
and Jakin continued anyway.
I don't want a bunch of dead air.
Well, now this is what you've got.
Well, that's fair.
You've got an angry, not dancing Vegas. Is that how you want your stream to start?
Finally.
I think I'll be okay. I think I'll live.
Hurtful.
All right. So last session, we finally wrapped up. There it is. We finally wrapped up the intense adventure with one of the most bombastic episode of the series, because you guys blew up a planet, cut a ship in half, and then escaped. It was pretty cool.
Met a time traveler.
Met a time travel who time traveled on accident and then died.
Killed the
God,
time
that was the
traveler.
most frustrating conversation to listen to.
Honestly, I was like, if it was anyone other than Irene, they could mine this guy for lore. But it's Irene, so he's probably just going to die like a fart in the wind.
She was trying.
What? Okay, was she?
Yeah, we have very distinct ways of saying trying here.
She was trying in the best Irene way that she could try.
She was like, "It's this year, duh," and he was like, "That doesn't make sense." And she was like, "Well, get with it," instead of being like, "Wow, maybe time is different."
No, he was just stupid.
Okay, it looks like my bot is deceased. So, if you want to check out the maps we'll be using, they're in a link down below. That's literally the only thing that... I mean, now I won't know if someone subscribes, so... Oh well. Yeah, no,
Just
the bot is having a bad day. Oh.
I thought maybe it just didn't like you,
No,
so I was gonna try, and
yeah.
apparently it hates all of us equally.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm not gonna try it that way. I can claim it still likes me.
Yeah, there you go. Easy. Okay, so you guys are recovering on the planet Nikipi, which has just had a traumatic event. Well, you guys were rescuing Irene and a handful of Albish from Nikipi. Nikipi fell under attack by one of the Citadel ships. And we've said Citadel ships so many times, I might just change the lore so that they're called Citadel ships.
Wow, we have the power of the English.
That's good. That's good, Caddy. No. It's named this now.
I've decided I like this name better. Change the books for me. More keeper.
Anyway, they lost their entire fleet, sans 2 ships. One you guys were on, and the other one was picking up the crew you ditched. And they lost an entire city. It got taken the heck out. So you guys have been informed that you guys can stay on the Kippy as long as you need. Does anyone have any wounds to kick us off here? Or are we past the wound part of the recovery? My post looks kind of effed up.
I've got a critical and 2 serious, buddy.
So let's start.
I believe I did surgery before
Okay.
we came back to Nikipi.
Yes,
Yeah, I think we
because
cleared my-
Hypois had a mortal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every wound that's left should be all post surgery.
Hence my two serious and a critical.
Wait a minute. I'm playing a campaign in Alternity where I don't constantly have a serious wound on my character? Oh, wait, that's because this character constantly is psionically fatigued. Okay, cool, got it.
You chose this life.
I really did.
Also, I forgot to update y'all's stat pages with the fact that you're level 6. That slipped through my brain head.
All right, well, it was a nice stream. Have a good night, everyone.
Though I am curious why Hypoist has Species/talent bonus for wounds. Did you?
Remember, I took a talent.
You took rugged.
Yes,
You
rugged
didn't-
plus 1 graze.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
plus
You
1
didn't put it on your sheet. You put it under species note.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, I put it in species notes. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Move it over.
Don't cut. Copy. Because if you cut, it's gonna delete the. There you go.
Formatting.
The formatting. Thank you. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't have their updated stat sheets. But honestly, if you don't know Alternity, they don't mean much. But they're level 6, which means that
We're halfway there.
they have achieved the highest skill cap. So that means freaking Elise hits on like a 4, 9, 14, and then that's how much Hypoist influence is at. And Irene has an obscene 2, 7, 12 for engineering. And then Arazik also has a 4, 9, 14 for medicine.
You forgot to point out that Irene also has a natural +1 step in engineering, meaning that any task that doesn't have a malice, Irene cannot fail. Just cannot fail.
Literally cannot fail.
It's almost like she was bred for this.
Much better than
Maybe
toasted
she
for that.
formed it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
God damn it.
You don't finish it. We're not sponsored. You gotta blue ball them.
Maybelline, call me. Oh boy.
We got a blue ball. Speaking of Exalvi.
Speaking of Exalvi. No, I don't remember what we were going to talk about next. Oh, they're level 6. Things happened. I assume Elenia took some talent that makes her Elise even more of a murder bot.
No, remember I took the one that gives me a total +3 step to reducing my resisting my sonic fatigue.
So it made you more of a murder bot. Got it.
Just a little bit.
I mean, it was kind of like tangentially facilitating the murder bot.
Did Razik
It's an
pick their
accessory
talent?
to murder botting.
Pick his talent? New guy?
Yes, I totally did, which is not what I'm doing right now. All right.
Got it. Okay. And oh
And
yeah,
I'm
and
a
then
rugged
you
boy.
raise your intelligence once more.
Correct.
The last time
Irene
you can.
is
Yeah.
is the peak
Yep.
pinnacle
Big
420
brain.
IQ big brain.
That's why she likes to rap on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. She's dropping a fire mixtape on SoundCloud here pretty soon. Keep an eye out for it.
Instead of skateboarding. That was a conversation me and Vegas had like a week ago. Sorry. All right, we're gonna fast forward 3 days of you guys hanging out on the Kippy. So that means serious wounds and lower can get a medicine followed by a resilience check.
Who's medicine?
That would be Razik.
Thank God.
3 days later, meaning 3 automatic lose a psionic fatigues.
Correct. You guys can. I hope that means you guys are clear of your sonic fatigue. You had 4. Hot diggity.
So, Jaken, that would be +1 medicine, +1 treatment, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
And that would pretty much be it for that. Do we have access to, I'm assuming, the ships?
You guys can get a
Oh,
plus
no,
1.
we don't have the ship anymore.
No, you have
+1
invalid.
normal, so
But, I
+3
mean,
total.
you guys have access to a like a hospital, yeah. And you're gonna make this
Okay,
3
so
times.
+3
Twice
total?
for Caddy, once for Elenia. Oh
So,
shit! I forgot to
the
do that.
first one for Caddy is stellar. The second one for Caddy is excellent, and then the last one for Elise is stellar. So +3, +2, +3.
Okay, I didn't hear that, but I assume y'all did. So you may now roll. Remember, it is offsetted by wound penalties. So
So I need to make resilience checks.
Correct.
Okay.
You'd make
Resilient.
2, and the first one has a bonus of, I don't remember.
3.
So it's a flat, because you have the -2
Yeah,
from your critical. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. And then you get to make another one with a +2.
And then a -3.
Actually, you guys probably have access to analgesic spray, so you probably get an extra +1.
So it's a flat roll again.
Yeah. 16?
Woo, that one actually did it.
Okay, so you can downgrade one of your serious wounds to a moderate wound.
Spread them out a little bit. That's nice.
Yeah, and you gotta go ahead and add some more analgesic spray, like 4 vials or shots or
4
sprays. There you go.
Okay, just
That's
be clear.
succeeded mine, by the way.
You have a
Just be clear, Jake. And 4 doses or 4 sprays, which
4
is 3
sprays.
doses per spray.
4 sprays.
Okay.
Okay, and then Elenia or Elise, you can make one with a total of +1. Unless,
If I have the analgesic spray, it's +2.
okay, did you succeed?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you can get rid of that. No, you downgrade it to a moderate. Okay. And then for a critical wound, it takes 10 days of rest. Biggest oofist.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you guys
What
going
was
to
the
try to
moderate wound?
moderate wound after a day? You make a resilience check. But we only did 3 days. So what have you guys been doing the past 3 days other than, relaxing and wound dressing and all that?
Irene has been on the Involucre pretty much the whole time, making sure that systems are up to spec, reinstalling the fabricator in cargo bay of the Involucre and starting to figure out where she's going to be installing the Ceregal.
Okay. There's not a lot of space in the Involucre.
Right.
We do have a cargo bay we're not using, though.
Except for the
Except for
cargo.
my hover bike.
Yeah, it's the hover bike, the fabricator. Irene kind of uses it as a workshop because that's the only space she has to do that stuff in. Ceregal may stay disassembled for the time being until we can figure something out. And she still has work to do building the 2.0 version of it anyway.
Is the fabricator also in the cargo bay? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because that was basically the only place for it.
Yeah.
And it's next to where she kind of tinkers anyway. So.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
Well, to tie in with the fact that we probably had access to an hospital, I believe that Razik, unless suggested otherwise, would have proposed his talents in aiding the city that got destroyed, like the survivors of that city being destroyed, helping out with the wound treating and whatnot at the hospital, which is where their crew came and got their checkups and whatnot with Razik.
Okay.
I think Hypoest is struggling to balance, like, he does technically need to rest because he's been beat up really hard, and also being like, but I should be out there helping. So mostly just kind of like getting in people's way, offering to help, and then obviously not really being able to.
Okay. What about Elise?
I mean, Alicia would probably be trying to help, but she's not going to be able to do much unless they want to learn how to melee fight.
Okay. Hang on, I'm hearing this noise. I'm trying to figure out if it's my computer or if it's outside. It's outside. Okay. All right. At the beginning of the 4th day, Irene is heading to the Involucre. And when she enters the hangar where the Involucre is docked, she notices 5 police officers, Albish police officers, that seem to be waiting.
She attempts to walk right past them and into the Involucre, as if they don't exist.
Okay. One of them steps out between you and the Involucre.
What?
I'm Captain Saran.
I don't care.
Are you Irene Marcos?
Yes.
All right, take her into custody.
No?
One of them moves behind you and says, "Put your hands behind your back."
I'm sorry, maybe I wasn't speaking clearly. No. What am I being arrested for?
We have launched a full investigation into the activities of the crew of the Androla. They're all being taken in for questioning.
So am I being arrested, detained, or brought in for questioning?
Put your hands behind your back, ma'am.
Answer the question and I'll consider it.
You're being arrested.
For what?
Hands behind your back.
Oh, Vegas doesn't know how Irene responds here. So, I've been on Nikipi long enough to familiarize myself with its local jurisprudence, and I know that you have to tell me what I'm being arrested for. Otherwise, it is a unlawful arrest, and therefore I get to walk free and I have your badge shoved up your asshole.
Are you a cop? You have to tell me.
Captain Saran said, kind of unholsters his pistol. Doesn't level it at you or anything, but just pulls it out of its holster and says, "Your privileges on the planet Nikipi have been revoked. You're coming with us, one way or another.
And that's what I'm being arrested for.
You're being arrested as a potential criminal."
Well, no shit. Thank you, actual space Sherlock, for coming to that conclusion. That's normally what people get arrested for. What crime am I being charged with, you piece of shit fish head?
He kind of gestures to the Albish next to him, who pulls out a stunner and points it at you. Are we gonna have to have a problem?
You already have a problem, you dumb fuck. And Irene's gonna take off.
Okay.
Like book.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot the stunner at you. They miss. And Irene is
She runs.
Yeah, is hauling
runs.
away, and you now have police officers following you. All right.
Yeah.
Cut to the hospital. iPost and Elise, you guys are in the recovery ward. You've got adjoined rooms. You know, there's like a door separating your two rooms. And Razik, which one do you come in to check up on first?
Probably Ipoes because he's in a tougher shape than Elise.
Okay. So you're in there and you say hi to Hypoest, who is on a pad trying to put himself to work, even though he really shouldn't be. Elise, how do you spend the morning in the recovery ward?
Flipping through the TV, probably.
Okay. All right. Well, simultaneously, 4 police officers enter each of your rooms, 4 each. And they collectively form the 3 of you. If you all come with me, or come with us, you're being placed under arrest.
What seems to be the issue?
Your sanctuary on our planet is being revoked, and you're being taken in.
For what reason?
We're not at liberty to discuss that until we have you in custody.
I feel like this is a misunderstanding.
The entire crew of the Androla is being brought in.
Oh, I see what's happened. No, I'm not the person you're looking for. You have the wrong person.
The officer just kind of like scowls and says, "There's not many Solis on the planet. Not many at all."
You're saying we all look alike?
I'm saying there's only one Solis on the planet.
No, no, I'm sorry. You must have the wrong person.
No. You're under
It happens
arrest.
all the time. Clerical error. Maybe the person is.
Is this your room?
Named
Is this your room?
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Well,
but
officer,
I'm not the person you're looking for.
You're under
Officer.
arrest too.
Oh, I understand that. However, these people need to rest. They cannot be in any rough environment. I strongly suggest not moving them.
Well, okay. No, Outlook. I'll go with you, but I'm not the person you're looking for. Like it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I really don't think I'm the person you're looking for.
All right.
I personally have additional work that needs to be done in this hospital. I would really appreciate if I could finish my workday, and then I will show up. Or you can leave officers with me, I don't mind, but I will show up at the end of the day, at the end of the workday.
No, you don't understand. You're under arrest.
I understand that, but
no,
there are lives
you
at
don't.
stake here.
Put your hands behind your back. And he motions for one of the officers to come behind you, and he pulls out handcuffs.
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. They've got the wrong people. We're not the people they're looking for. And we'll go down, and it'll be like a haha funny, like, oh, mistake, sorry about that, and then we'll all get like a coffee. It'll be fine. We're not the people they're looking for. It's fine.
Okay, but as they cuff Razik's just simply gonna say, if anybody dies that was supposed to be supervised by my talents, it's on you.
While they're arguing this out, I'm just gonna stash my side blades.
Make a
Like, while they're-
misdirection check. With a -2. Actually, not a -2. A higher minus. You're being arrested. It's a little different than hiding it down a hallway. I'm going to give you a -3. Yeah, -3.
Do I still have the analgesic spray on?
Yes.
Damn, failed by 1.
Okay. Well, I am going to give all of you a hero point. Do you want to spend the hero point I'm giving you to succeed, or are you going to let them take your side blades?
I want to spend the hero point.
Okay.
No, it's fine. They've got the wrong people.
Okay. Is the TID PP disassembled and the involucre at this point?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, Irene had no weapons on her. She was going from her room to the ship.
Okay. So they arrest a lot of you. And the first 3 of you get placed in your cells. Elise in one cell, and Hypelos and Razik in another. And then less than an hour later, they drag Irene's unconscious body into Elise's cell and lay her down on the bed and remove the cuffs and walk out. And she wakes up shortly thereafter.
With Razik like bent over, looking at her to make sure she's fine.
No,
and then
you're in 2
probably
different
just,
cells. Like boys in one,
Oh, okay,
girls
I
in another.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, everybody. It's fine. They have the wrong people. Hey.
You guys are like just separated by a wall, so you can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Where's the truck?
Razik, eyes on me. Razik. They have
Yes.
the wrong people. My name is. I'll get one. I'll get one. They have the wrong people. You guys hear that? They have the wrong people.
Who the fuck is that?
The wrong ones.
Who the fuck are you?
They tased you
I'm
pretty
just-
bad.
What?
They tased
What?
They tased Irene pretty bad.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, okay.
No, she's playing along with the.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is such the wrong people. I don't know who the fuck any of you are.
All right, a buzzer sounds, and the door leading into the holding area opens, and Captain Saran, the one who had confronted Irene, comes in holding a data pad, and he walks up, back against the far wall, but between the two cells. So he's perpendicular to.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, sir. I think there's been a big misunderstanding. I don't know about these other people, but
Captain Sanguillin, your ship has been
no.
impounded.
I'm sorry. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
I rode here on like a space bus.
A space bus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you talking? My name is Cucumber.
My name is Cucumber.
And I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I really believe you have the wrong people. This is
Listen, everyone on the planet knows who you are.
I spoke with some of your officers. I get that Celeste may seem very similar if you are not used to us, but I swear you've got the wrong man.
She looks up at you and says, "Well, let me explain your situation, Cucumber. You and the crew of the Androla have inadvertently caused a disaster unlike Nikipi has experienced since the regression.
What's the Androla?
And while we know that you did not plan these events, they have left us in a desperate situation. The, oh crap, what is it called? Systems.
Oh, I'm starting to understand what's going on here. The shit has hit the fan, and the fucking the bourgeoisie, the fucking oppressor, has to find someone to pin it on.
It does feel a little
You need
xenophobic, doesn't it,
You need a
Stray?
fucking scapegoat, you shit brick.
Yes, it's kind of interesting how there's absolutely no Albish in these cells being accused of these atrocities.
The council of the sectors has decided to reach out for assistance, and unfortunately, you guys are being held as, well,
Say it. Say it, you racist piece of shit. Say it.
political currency.
You
That's fine, but they're not
fascist
gonna want me.
pig.
They're not gonna want me because you've got the wrong dude.
Actually,
I'm-
we believe that the Saldrosi Empire would be very interested in what you discovered during your expedition.
Oh, so you're gonna be handed over to the fucking Saldren. Okay.
I mean,
I am gonna murder every last one of you when I escape here.
as a human adjacent, I would prefer not to go to the Saldrosi Empire, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I am a playwright, so I've not.
Oh yeah, the
In-
famous Flay-like cucumber.
Yes, so I'm so glad you heard of me. Unless they have, a particular interest in the fine arts, I don't feel like you'll get paid much.
Well, you got a visitor
unfortunately-
in about an hour. Until then, you guys just sit tight, write some plays. I'll see you later. Yeah, head down at the pad. He walks out. He presses a button with his thumbprint, and then there's a moment, and then there's a klaxon, and the door unlocks, and he steps out.
Just for not because I might try to escape, but just because it's important to know what I have on my person at this time. Would they have removed my exaware glove?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Are we pretty much operating with nothing?
Yeah, you're pretty much operating with nothing except for at least he stashed a side blade.
They took my hover light?
That's right.
The animals. No mag boots?
No
My
mag,
shoes.
no mag boots.
What, am I wearing Crocs? Like
You're wearing Yeezys.
Did we have a choice between
Obviously not
Yeezys and
wearing my
Breezes? Because I would rather
exoskeleton.
have Breezes.
Nope. Yeezys for everybody.
No, that,
No armor?
No armor.
Not even my vacuum suit?
Correct.
So what, is our armor like 0/0?
Yes,
Are you wearing
your resistance
Wait.
is 0/0.
But Irene's armor was literally her day-to-day clothing. Is she currently
Yeah,
naked?
I just wore my vacuum
what is
armor.
your armor? Okay, no, you're in the
Irene?
hospital. There's no way you donned your vac suit in the hospital.
I know, that's what I
No,
figured.
Caddy.
Irene,
I know, that's why I'm saying, am I just wearing scrubs?
No, they probably gave you like
typical prison wear.
yeah, that doesn't quite
Like a
fit.
jumpsuit?
Yeah, you're wearing a detainee jumpsuit. Both you
Irene's
and Elise.
armor is hard mesh
Which means
uniform.
we have to
Not
wonder where
prison.
Elise stashed the side blade.
Let's not wonder that.
Let's not wonder that. Okay.
I
The
am
prison
not a-
wallet. I know about the prison wallet.
I'm not a criminal. I'm not gonna wear a criminal jumpsuit.
Then you are naked.
Straight up. I'm not a criminal. No, thank
But-
you.
Okay, so what
But
is
Jacob-
Irene wearing?
Hard mesh uniform. It is
Okay.
literally her day-to-day.
Okay, yeah, you're wearing armor then. One armor, one weapon between the four of you.
I don't even
That's
have
that's okay.
Like-
We'll have more armor and more weapons by the time we get these cell doors unlocked.
I mean, my doctor's uniform is also hard mesh uniform.
Oh,
Well, but of course it's a
Oh,
doctor
I was actually
outfit,
wearing hard
not a
mesh
bit-
too, but I guess I was in the hospital, so yeah.
I'm wondering if they would let me keep my, lab coat-ish looking thing or
Okay.
jumpsuit.
Well, while you guys are taking stock, you guys, all of you notice that your ears are popping.
Pressure change.
yeah, almost like we're taking off or something.
Or submerging.
I mean, both options make sense. Fish people, since we're going the racism route.
No one asked you to do that.
No, we're not. We're literally not. I was just saying, you've got the wrong people.
Yeah, so Irene's going to go ahead and take a look around the cell and see if there's anything resembling a panel.
Nope. There's just a built into the wall toilet.
Okay, I can work with that.
Okay. It's not
Toilet
even
wine.
it's
yes.
not even one that flushes. It's literally just like a metal bowl.
Oh, that's okay. She'll is there an accessible tank?
No. It's a metal seat basically with a hole in it.
It's got to lead to somewhere. She can start trying to take it off the wall.
Using her hands.
Well, more Elise's hands because
Stomp on it. Try to bend the metal.
actually no. Now that I think about it, Irene is physically stronger than Elise. So no, yeah, Irene will just trying to take it off. If that don't work, she
Okay,
will.
make a
she will-
make a straight strength check with the -2 step.
I hate you.
Yeah. You're trying to fucking remove bolts off a wall. I'm being generous
So-
with just a -2.
That's a success.
Okay, Irene, you managed to get the bolts undone by sheer brute force.
Pull it off the wall.
Okay, it just leads into a drain. Maybe 3.5 inches in
Right.
diameter.
Like it just leads directly into the drain?
Yeah, there's just
Like,
a
I can't
drain
get
in the
my-
wall. That's it.
So pipes.
Yeah, a pipe.
Okay. And she'll start trying to take the pipe out.
Okay, that's not gonna move. But you're trying. So Irene is occupied.
Right.
Okay. And the rest of you?
Razik does not expect to do much, but he's just curious because he's never been in a jail environment before. He's seen plenty of shows with jails in it. So, is there a lock on the door that is not electronic, like a physical lock?
Not that you see.
That's probably automated.
Yeah, when you came in, unlike Irene, you were conscious, and yeah, it was automated.
Yeah. And other than that, when he looks at the cell, it's like beds, bunk beds, and the toilet.
No, it's like
not even bunk bed.
It's like one bed that you like pull down like a couch,
Okay.
and then there's the toilet.
Trundle bit.
Yeah.
And there's only one of those beds?
Only one bed. Yeah. This is not a
So are the-
long-term.
Are the
cell.
doors
Yeah, no.
like like is the front wall, the outward facing wall, glass or bars?
Bars?
Or bars. Metal?
Yes.
That would take a long time though.
Are there any cameras around?
Make an awareness check.
Guys, so hypothetically we could start to deteriorate the metal along the bars at the bottom if we urinate on them. But I have a feeling that's gonna take a long time. And I don't know
It's an
necessarily
average.
it's gonna be held here that long.
Okay. Yes, Alicia, there are at least 3 cameras. Which means someone's probably observing Irene's escapades.
Yeah, and Razik is gonna point out after IPOS presents the idea of rusting the bars away, that given there's only one bed in their cells, and probably the same on the female one, it's not we're not even spending a night here probably.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't have a feeling we were gonna be kept here long. Maybe next time. Irene, how's that coming along?
I'm gonna assume it doesn't go anywhere because there are cameras watching us. They would have come in by now.
No, I mean she now has a large hunk of metal to make use of.
As Irene is like both elbows deep into this pipe trying to get it out, she looks back at the actual metal toilet and goes, huh. I mean, I guess there is that too.
You know, this reminds me of a campaign where I was the player and it ended before the end of session 1 because it was a prison break, and the question that ended the campaign was, what are the stats for porcelain armor? Because we were gearing up with toilets.
Yeah. I guess, look, I'm just thinking you could use the actual metal toilet as some sort of lever device. There's not an obvious lock, and we saw the guy used by. Hey, do you think we could get that man back in here? If one of us started beating up the other.
Razik starts looking around.
Yeah, Razik's a little bit worried.
Because, like, you wouldn't have to do much to me to, like, get me to start wheeling and moaning. I've still got stitches on this side. We could open those up.
I strongly suggest against that as a medical professional.
Wait, where did they pick you up at?
The hospital.
So they know that these two are under your care as a doctor?
Yes, I did point it out that this was not a proper treatment for a wounded person.
Why have we not already done the, oh no, my cellmate is sick? Why haven't we done that?
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Open the stitches up.
You're a literal doctor?
Yeah, you can open these safely, right?
No, there's a reason why they're closed.
I am
But
currently up to my forearms in who knows what over here.
I would say poop.
I could tell you, yeah.
There is a huge shift in inertia, and all of you lurch to one side of the.
Oh yeah,
the
we're clearly
cell.
flying. Well, all right. I mean, if you guys want me to open Hypoest's stitches,
Or
I mean, I could
We
just pick up
weren't-
the toilet and start making a huge racket with it.
or we weren't prepared for that change in inertia, and he banged his head on the wall, and he's now unconscious, and his doctor
You
says
guys hear
he
the
needs to get him to medbay
the harsh
immediately.
beep of the door, and then it opens, and a fire team of soldiers marches in, holding stunners, and then in formation they take position and point at each of you. And the one pointing at Irene says, "Are we gonna have to stun you again?"
Does one
Oh, thank
obviously
goodness
look
we're
like the
here.
leader?
What?
Does one look more like is there one who's clearly leading the rest? Or are they all about the same?
I mean,
Make an
other than
empathy
the
check.
captain that came in.
Like what?
Empathy check.
Holy crap, that did it.
Okay, they all seem to be of equal rank.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to, unless one or all of you wants to get beat over the head with a toilet.
All right, before Irene finishes that sentence, she gets tapped twice with a stunner and knocked unconscious.
That tracks. That's what I was expecting.
And then the same guy looks over at Elise, but then says generally, "Anyone else?"
You're
And from
the
the
wrong
set-
guy. You stole me from a hospital. I'm.
Yeah.
Oh.
and from the other cell over, you hear Razik very calmly just states, "Roughing the wounded people that should not have been moved from their recovery bed is a very bad idea, good sir."
While I would agree with you, Doctor, we're taking you to facilities that can handle that. Assuming you guys play nice. Because we'll drag you. We'll drag each and every one of you.
Fucking fascists.
You got the wrong guy.
I imagine Irene muttering that.
Okay, so the doors slide open, and the guys, one of the guys moves in while the other one covers him and proceeds to cuff each of you, including the unconscious Irene.
I want to try and suggest the one that's cuffing me.
Okay.
I'll be.
That's an average success.
Okay, what suggestion are you gonna implant in this poor unfortunate man's head?
Not to cuff me too tight.
Okay.
Like leave it like loose enough to where I can just wiggle free.
Okay. He does. Okay. And they start marching out into the hallway. This hallway is much wider than the hall, like the empty space between the cells and the wall. And once again, the captain is there, and he goes, "All right, welcome to the deep lockout. You guys are significantly below the sea level. You'll be placed in cells that will be basically floating. Access points will be filled with water and drained whenever we need to come in and out. Medical personnel are standing by to see to your injuries. You'll each have adjoining cells. Men will be facing men, women will be facing women. Otherwise, you'll be in the same area. You can speak freely with one another. Treat this like a crappy motel in one of those space dives I'm sure you've been to. But with better medical care.
These people.
May I make a statement?
I'm sure you will.
It is really rude to remove a patient from a doctor's care. That's all.
Once per day will allow you to check on your patients, Doctor.
Thank you very much. That's appreciated.
You guys are going to go through processing. The two of you in street clothing will be put into jumpsuits. Going to do a second search, and then you guys can get situated, and you already have a visitor waiting for you.
I refuse to wear a jumpsuit. I am not a criminal.
Well, I'm sure your female crewmates are really enjoying the sight of your bare pastel ass, but the rest of us would appreciate it if you got dressed.
No, I am not a criminal. I refuse to be treated this way. If I am a political prisoner, I should be allowed to wear my clothes.
Well, we looked at the clothes in the closet of your hospital, and it was just armor. So,
Well, if I had been able to go home
why don't you
to
tell
my
us?
lovely Irish wife, I would have been able to pick up a kimono of some sort.
Well, we can search the Involucre and find suitable clothing if you describe it, but I can't tell you how long that'll be. In the meantime, will you put on the jumpsuit?
No, I am not a criminal. I don't even belong here. You have the wrong guy.
Cucumber, we can all see your cucumber, and it's distracting.
Hey, eyes are up here. That's a you problem.
Doctor, maybe you convince your patient here to put some pants on?
No, actually, doing medical procedures on an already naked person is actually easier.
Oh my god. Alright. Process him. And one of them goes, Roger, Roger. Okay.
Just a little tidbit. As they, they walk us to the processing stuff, Rizik would just whisper to Hypoest, the problem is that you're really, really handsome, so even if it's actually true that being naked helps with medical procedures, you're slightly distracting.
We're learning more about Rizik, alright. Alright, so yeah, you guys get processed, and I think they're gonna stun Hypoes and dress him while he's unconscious.
I can get undressed.
I mean, yeah, true, but
Yeah.
they put you in your cell clothed. Your cells are like the guy said, they're kind of like a cleaner but crappy motel. You guys have like an entertainment center and a decently comfy bed with clean sheets and changes of
May I
changes
get
of
some
jumpsuit.
books?
You're unconscious, and the two of you that are wounded, there's a medical scanner in there, as well. They get you situated, and now you guys have these glass doors that drop down from the top, and they have air holes in them. And when you pass through the hall toward this area, you go through this umbilical walkway that has like submarine style doors on either side of it. And you can see that umbilical can be filled with water, and it probably is once the guards leave. Unconscious people wake up.
Jacob, I'm
Where
gonna...
is the
go ahead.
fucking truck?
I believe it's the one you keep calling upon yourself by resisting a bunch of armed guards.
So wait, can we get to each other's rooms, or could we just
No.
see each other?
No, we
you
can
can
talk, he
see Irene across the way from you, but there's an opaque wall between you and whoever's next to you. Let's say Razik.
But we can't still talk to each other?
Yes.
Hypoest gets out of the jumpsuit.
Oh, what's his fucking name? What's the guy who offers a fresca? What's his name?
What?
It's a reference to season 2 of The Boys. There's a
I
superhero
haven't
who,
watched Boys yet.
when he every time he shows up, he's like, "You want a fresca?"
I do want a fresca now.
Jacob,
Mhm.
I had a quick question before continuing on with this. Hopefully it's a quick one. The preventative medicine talent that you made that used the medical supply as a weapon, what kind of attack is it? Is it a melee attack? Is it a hand-to-hand attack?
You just asked for the one thing I don't have open, and I'm already getting really bad frame loss.
No worries, don't open
you
it,
use
let's talk to it about
I
it.
think you use medicine as your attack.
Oh, don't tell me that, because that's going to be lethal.
I think.
Okay, well, we can talk it out in the break. Remind me.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's not much to do, so...
All right, the door opens, And in comes a familiar face. It is Obite in his uniform.
Irene spits at him.
Captain, Irene, the rest of you.
One of y'all's a captain?
Are we still doing that, Captain?
I'm sorry, you're talking to the wrong person.
All right. Listen, I kind of tried to warn you last time we spoke that the planet was going to get different. It seems that my government is attempting to strike a bargain to enter the Saldrosi Empire as a semi-autonomous entity. Apparently,
From what I've heard about the Saldrosi Empire, there are no autonomous entities.
right, well, we're hoping to establish precedent, and it seems that my government wants to use the project and the four of you as potential leverage. Apparently, both the major powers have been informed of the incident on Y'all and why it's no longer on anyone's map. Yeah. So my government's hoping to trade Y'all's and the knowledge that we've accumulated for assurance. Obviously, I don't think it's a very good idea. I also don't think that it's right to be, apprehending you guys as the way you have. But there's a lot of people on the planet who are blaming you for what happened. I'm not among them. I was able to use whatever pull I have left just to get this meeting, and all I can say is I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's easy to say from that side of the bars, you fucking scab.
Well, if it's any consolation, I am going to resign as soon as I get back to the nearest city.
Yeah, that absolutely helps the fact that we're gonna hang. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on what dear Irene here is saying with such eloquence. I didn't know that Nikipi government was into trading prisoners of war, knowing full well that many of them might not survive.
Well,
Essentially sending people to their death.
Well, unfortunately, our Navy was almost entirely wiped out. The Extraplanetary Science Commission has basically been cut off from politics, and the Police Commission is running the show. And the recently elected commissioner, because the old one was killed during the attack, he's a bit of a zealot and a xenophobe. So that's where we are. He's the one banging the drum on y'all's rest. Well, I see I probably shouldn't have come, but I'm sorry nonetheless.
When Obite goes to leave, I look at him and I say, if you resign, get away from here as far as possible, because what the Saldrosi will do to these people will make what happened look like nothing.
He looks at you with a very pained expression, and he just nods.
Well, for what it means, Obite, I appreciate the fact that you took the time and, to a certain extent, the risk to come here and apologize, even though it has nothing to do with you.
I figured I'd owed y'all at least a visit. Irene, for what it's worth, I mean, everything we say is being recorded, so I'll just say that I didn't tell them everything. And then he opens the door.
The fuck am I even supposed to do with that? That makes no sense. You're even dumber than I thought you were.
Well, good luck. And then he walks out.
So, out of character, Vegas has an idea. Actually, Irene has an idea of what he's talking about, but if he went to that length to keep it DL, she's gonna play along with the fact that that's fucking stupid. You're stupid. I hate you.
Okay. So once more, you guys are left alone. This time in much more furbished accommodations, nonetheless in jail. And now all you have is one weapon between the four of you. Now the armor's gone.
So I had a thought.
I wasn't able to hide both my side blades, just the one.
Given the situation, letting you hide one was a.
No, I was just double checking.
Okay.
One check per side blade.
At the very least, yeah. You only have so much fur, you know?
And only one prison wallet.
Only one prison wallet.
Look,
I actually had an idea for that because of the crystal. I was thinking like it's hanging like around my neck like a necklace.
Well, they would have taken that.
Oh, okay.
No, Vegas, don't go there.
Hold up.
We're not going to talk
Hold up. I am not the only one that made a face at that. Okay, you can shut the fuck up.
Okay, so
I have many regrets.
what are our bed frames made of?
What are your bedrooms made of?
Bed
Bed
frame.
Bed frames. Okay, they are.
Is there bedding?
Yeah, the frame appears to be some kind of metallic alloy that is bolted to the wall.
That means nothing to us.
Apparently not. Yeah.
What about those entertainment centers that you mentioned? That sounds like
it's like a
involved in
screen.
that.
It's a screen built into the wall and a remote, effectively.
Oh, okay. I can work with that.
Okay.
He's gonna be Irene is gonna be the person who like types a bunch of codes on the remote and somehow hacks into the Pentagon system using remote control.
I just imagine Irene breaks the remote in half, puts it in her mouth, swishes it around, and spits out a gun.
Yeah, like MacGyver.
So they said we are political prisoners. Is that correct? Do you think we still get a phone call?
If even though you are many light years from Geneva, you're pretty sure what they're doing to you is illegal on a large scale.
You know, next time a guard passes by, I'm gonna ask if we can get a phone call.
Okay, I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention, but you guys are basically in a box that is cushioned by water. There's not going to be a patrol. They're just going to watch you through cameras.
I love when Jakin says, "I'm not sure if y'all were paying attention."
No, it's also in y'all's defense. It's also I'm not sure if I articulated it correctly, but it's easier to blame y'all.
Yes. So Razik just has a kind of silly moves. He tries to find one of the cameras. Once he finds one, he goes like, "Hey, do we get a phone call?"
Your screen turns on and a big NO appears.
Is there bedding?
Yes, there's a mattress with linens.
Sheets,
yeah,
pillows, and then like a bathroom area.
Yeah, and the bathroom area is behind a wall partition. It's at the back of your room so that you have privacy from the person across from you. In fact, there's probably a single button on the wall that opaques your door effectively, so that you can have privacy from the person across from you. If Irene would like to rip that apart too.
Yeah. So
Mentally taking note of everything I'm going to rip apart. Yes.
Yeah, I'm next door to Irene, right? Because Ruzik is across from me, and then like
Yeah.
next to Ruzik is
Alicia.
So yeah.
Cool. And is it a barred front or like a solid front?
No, it's like it appears like this transparent material with a couple holes in it that you can talk through, basically.
Oh, so I can't like stick my hand through.
No. They're like at most like an inch wide or inch diameter. You can stick some fingers in there.
The remote?
How large is the remote? You could feed it through the holes. Yes.
Like I could knock it towards Irene so she has a second remote.
Well, no, there's a hallway between the two of you.
Oh, there's a whole hallway.
Yeah, there's like well, it's like 4 or 5. It's like a
I
meter and a
you
half.
think if I threw it out far enough, you could use your brain powers to grab it.
Yes, no, and yes. If we can feed things through the holes, I may not be able to get them because. But if we can get Elise to get them to me, you might have an idea. I might also have an idea. I might have a lot of ideas, but I don't know how many of them are good ideas.
Jake, and where's Slag?
Yes.
I presume one of us moved him to the Involucre and he's still there then.
That's what I presume as well. And I doubt they're
Yes.
going to take your decorative robot into
Honestly,
prison.
if I left him in a position where he looks like a decoration, they might just think he is.
Next session, PR joins and saves everyone again.
Again. Look, that's what Slag is for.
That's why we bring him.
And the only reason why he came to save everyone is because I agreed to get an insurance, and I still haven't paid up. So he just
He's-
cut through the entire facility.
Yeah, he's
just
got a
to sell
protocol to
insurance.
secure that
The sale.
that sale.
He's the campaign's Deus Ex literal machina.
Yeah.
What are the walls made of?
Some futuristic concrete.
Do we have is there legitimate plumbing
Yeah.
in the toilet area?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new adventure, right?
Yes, it is a new
I
adventure.
want to do premonition.
Same.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, guess what my ESP specialization is in?
Premonition.
I'm assuming the energies expertise have worn off.
Yeah, that's
Chicken,
probably
how
safe
did
to
you
assume.
see that coming?
I was gonna say hypo.
I have a
like, no,
specialty in
wrong one.
premonition. New guy. IRL. As a 9,
Nah, not in that one.
I'm assuming you don't have a 10 in it. Vegas.
Irene saw none of this coming. She is real fucking surprised at the entire thing.
That tracks.
Okay.
I can't stop saying that.
So just briefly, what Irene thinks that he was talking about, that he didn't tell them everything, is that the Nikipi Science Commission,
Extraplanetary Science Commission.
Extraplanetary Science Commission, knew that Elise was psionic because she was the focus point of the psionic end of the research, but did not know that Irene was psionic, and she thinks that he was saying that they don't know that Irene is psionic. Is that what he was saying? She wonders.
She will just have to keep wondering because he's not here to tell you.
I feel like he wouldn't have been talking about the TPP because the Sadrosi Empire presumably already knows about it.
Well, the only person that ever encountered it are dead now, so...
And I don't think Obake
Actually, did you
ever
guys-
saw it in action.
Did you guys let those Halkerites go? You have to rewatch that
I don't
episode.
think we've ever let
What-
anyone go.
We were gonna let him go, but then Slag literally airlocked one of them. I don't know if the other
Oh.
one got let go.
I do remember.
I think
I
the other
mean,
one might have
I
died.
Technically,
the
airlocking
ship.
someone is letting them go.
It's
Right,
true.
yeah. That's the pirate way to fire someone. We're
That
letting
is-
you
that
go.
is
Beep.
Full finality. I am moving on with my life. Letting go.
Man. And y'all see The Expanse? It's reminding me of a very sad scene in season 4. No spoilers.
Now I am completely spoiled and will never watch the show because you have ruined it for me.
You really should.
I know.
Anyway, Cool. The ground is made of the same material as the walls, correct?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to gather as much information about like the cells before we start prison breaking this. Okay. So there are toilets. Is there running water in these toilets? Do they go anywhere?
Presumably, they have running water and they go somewhere. Yes.
Do we have
Is
somewhere
there
to
a
wash our
shower?
hands? Oh yeah, shower as well.
Or yeah, like
yeah.
a sink for washing hands.
Yeah. You guys have a bathroom basically,
Cool.
and it's not porcelain. It's all like aluminum alloy.
Fine.
Does a remote have batteries? Or a battery pack?
It probably operates on some tiny power cell that'll last your whole life, but it doesn't have an access point. On the there's no like screw. Like
I mean, that's
modern
fine.
battery.
I can break
We
it
can
and
make
find
an
the power
access
supply.
point.
Right. I'm just saying, yes, it has it obviously has some kind of power supply because it's electronic. Yeah.
All right, so we got pipes. We've got linens. We've got a power supply. We've got holes in the front of the cell to pass these things around if necessary,
If they're small enough.
if they're small enough.
In theory, with the entertainment system on the wall, there's a power source in that wall, like electrical current.
Right. There's some form of power source going to the screen, which means wiring and electronic components. Yes, Hypoist.
No, I was just gonna say Hypoist is gonna open the back of his toilet and try to like remove the little flush lever arm, the like thin piece of metal there that connects to the chain.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've installed several toilets. You can't access that.
No? Why not?
No, because it's bolted shut.
Oh, well, that's just a matter of time.
Okay.
So the Hypoist is working on that while Irene's talking.
Is that wasn't in character? I didn't hear the accent.
What?
Vegas stopped because I had said Hypoist, so I just kind of assumed.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't doing the voice, but I was kind of running through her thought process. Yeah.
Right.
This can be worked with. We can do something with this. I'm gonna need the cameras to not work. Can we see physical cameras?
Probably. I'm sure, in order to get a camera to be efficient, it's got to protrude from the wall, even if it's high tech. So yeah.
At the very least, it's one of those little eye in the sky dome things.
Yeah, it's definitely.
At the very least, it's something you can see and have an effect on with brain powers.
Potentially, yeah. I'm gonna quickly AFK and let you guys brew on this, and then I'm gonna give y'all the next piece of the puzzle.
Okay. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, classic prison break would be use a thin piece of metal to scrape away at the concrete, and then hide the concrete dust, and like scrape away in the like back exterior wall facing the hallway between mine and your cell. Correct. So, and do in the bathroom so that there's privacy. Remove the dust and either flush it or mix it in with food and consume it, so that there's no evidence left over until we can squeeze out of there.
So yeah, I've also watched Space Shank Redemption, and that doesn't I don't think that works in our current situation.
Underwater Hypoist, there's a slight problem of we can't swim away.
We do that, and
we're surrounded in water.
flooded.
Yeah, I don't have a plan after the hole.
Oh, I'm okay. Okay, no, so it's a start.
Additionally, I would like to point out that when I asked for a phone call, they answered by saying no on the TV. I did yell it out, but at the same time, that means they can listen in.
Oh yeah, no, they're listening. They're listening to us right now. So I mean, clearly shooting down the idea of digging through the wall. They can hear us talking about digging through the wall, and they're probably sitting back in their state-sponsored surveillance hub and laughing their fascist asses off at how stupid these freedom fighters are.
Look, I don't even know you guys. All I'm saying.
That hurts. That hurts me on a personal level. That one sour turn and all of a sudden you don't know me anymore. I see
You
how
know,
it
I
is.
once wrote a play wherein a brave rebel leader who
Was very handsome.
well, so she's like a member of the Sphere Mandate, and then she falls in love, this forbidden love, with an android who works underneath the Saldrosi Empire's control, and she escapes. And there's a harrowing scene where our heroine gets interrogated by other members of the Sphere Mandate, and in this scene she so adamantly refuses who she is, what even things they know are true about herself, because as long as they continue to disagree about these core facts, they won't know that her estranged beloved is escaping from the Saldrosi, or the Saldron. It's a moving play.
Well, I have no idea what I just walked in on.
Neither do the rest of us.
Okay,
so
cool.
Come on, guys.
I would like to hit the pause
Hang on.
button.
Now I have to AFK real quick.
Okay, well, I'd like the rest of you to hit the pause button. And I'm interested to know how, like, yeah. Oh, okay, you're paused. Got it. Thank you. I'd like to know how each of your characters are feeling now that you've been illegally detained and put into a underwater black site. Who would like to go first?
Okay, well, outwardly, Razik seems rather calm-ish. Some like the crew probably can tell that he has some like nervous stepping, or like he's tapping his finger or something against like himself, or somewhere like the crew can tell he's restless, but somebody who doesn't spend a lot of time with Razik might look at him and be like, okay, he seems rather chill about being in prison. The internal monologue of Razik is, well, I guess that's it now. Like, we're kind of doomed. Like, oh shit. Like,
Okay.
Honestly, like right now, I think Elise is tempted to just start explaining to everyone what the Saldrosi Empire did to the Starkeepers in intimate detail, hoping whoever's listening will start going, wait, what the fuck?
I'm against that plan. Just 'cause that's gonna bring morale real low. We did get messed up by these boys pretty bad.
Irene is not surprised. What she and Hypo West were doing, this is the obvious outcome of them. When you take the fight to the man, eventually the man gets tired of having his patriarchy poked at,
So
and
you're,
he slaps back hard.
so you're already thinking about prison life and how you're gonna form a gang and.
I mean, or like
No,
host
she's getting out. She's gonna murder everyone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think Hyper West is in a related state of mind, but more of like, this will only further our cause. We're gonna get out of here, and it'll be like so heroic, and then we'll be able to go to people and be like, this was terrible. You have to pick up your pitchforks and join the cause. This can't be happening to me. I'm spectacular and amazing.
Okay. Well, some time passes, and eventually the door opens again, and
Was I able to use that little lever?
give me a mechanics check with a -4 step.
I mean,
penalty.
look. I'm not saying I'm gently trying to lift this lever. Is it? I mean, okay.
Well, you got
First,
no
I had to bust
tool
into
to
the.
yeah, you got no tool to bang on it, so I'm assuming you're literally just kind of trying to finesse these bolts.
All right. I already have a critical wound.
Right. So that's like a
But
negative
give me-
7.
A -4. That's a -7. But you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah. So that's
So,
a 1d20
that-
minus 3d20. Okay.
So
So that's a 6.
6.
That's actually a pretty good roll, all things considered.
I did not expect it to be a plus. Check mechanics. 0 ranks.
Have y'all ever rolled
It's a-
1d20 minus 3d20 and still got a 6?
So just
I would
just
still
saying,
hit.
that would still be a mechanic success for Irene.
That tracks. Okay. So the door opens and Captain Saran enters. He goes, "Okay, I assume you've all had time to acclimate yourselves. Irene there's probably planning the next thing she could destroy. Great. And Cucumber, I assume you've perhaps maybe restored some memories? Maybe not.
My name is Quentin Cumber, and I do not belong here.
Well, I'm just glad to see you kept your jumpsuit on."
No, I did not. Absolutely did not.
The naked protester. Okay.
My house will hear of this.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. My government is not looking forward to dealing with the Saldrosi Empire. So we sent out... Apparently, we've been sending out a lot of invitations for aid. And we got a bite from the Fair Star Oligarchy. There's a ship en route.
That is my homeland. Well, it has been nice knowing you three, but I'm going home.
Well,
I think this is all that was
I have
necessary. I cannot believe the Albish people would hold an innocent civilian ransom. But desperate times really bring out the worst. You know, it is like a tube of paint when you.
So my government
squeeze,
has decided to offer you the choice.
inside colors show.
You can either go with the Saldrosi, whatever unpleasantness they have in store for you, or you can wait for the FOS Sanguilin Alpha to arrive and let them
No,
take
that's
you.
not my family name. Are you sure it's not the Cumbers?
Listen, I
It's a
don't know.
There's a lot of us. We're referred to as the Cumberbatch. All according to Kiko.
Anyway, my government has not informed the Saldrosi that you guys are here, but the Saldrosi dreadnought will arrive ahead of the Fair Star Oligarchy ship. So you have until the dreadnought arrives to make up your mind.
Oh, between those lizard people and going home with these delightful sanguine types?
Yeah, that. Okay, well, just, let me know, and I'll be outside trying to get some much-needed shut-eye. I hope you guys do the same. All right.
How?
Wait, he's trying to sleep? Ah!
Dude, I went to the same place. Like, how the hell can we keep him from sleeping?
Just, ah! I'm a playwright. I should.
What is Razik saying?
Razik kind of opened his mind, like with his mouth, and seemed to want to ask a question, but is now holding his tongue, like twisting his tongue 7 times in his mouth. So
That is such a French Canadian phrase. I've never heard one.
I know. It's a spin your tongue 7 times in your mouth before you say whatever you're about to say to make sure that you want to say it. Yeah, it's a weird saying. I understand. So from a meta perspective, out of character, Razik is torn between saying he might have political immunity due to
Due to his wife.
yes, but there's a split second and nobody tells his wife where he's like, what's worse between my wife and the Saldrosi Empire?
All right, and
Mood.
Captain Saran will take his leave.
Yeah, Hyper West is wondering what's worse between listening to his parents complain about how he's a failure and the Saldrosi Empire.
So we get a shared mood. That's nice.
So, Hypost, you are familiar with the FOS.
Don't forget, I broke a contract with your parents.
You're familiar with the FOS Sanguilin Alpha. It is a police it is a police patrol craft. It's one of the 2 mainline ships in your family's fleet. It is a it's the police boat variant of a yacht they own. So they have 2 ships that have identical exterior silhouettes. One's a yacht, one's a police ship.
I think Hyper West is okay. Well, those Sanguilins are a pretty famous group, if you did not know.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
That ship they were mentioning is kind of like, oh goodness, have you ever seen the beautiful Salice? Have you ever seen the frequently used by the Salice? They're kind of like a pleasure vehicle.
Yeah.
Multiple
I
rooms,
have.
spacious seating area. They've got. This is the best part. The rehydrator for ration bricks is built in. There are cup holders in the bridge. So this thing they're sending to retrieve me because I am a civilian who is being held for ransom. This other vehicle drives almost the exact same way. And instead has better defense mechanisms, exterior plating, slightly better offensive ability, which is really impressive because, they don't pick up very many Salice in those, because most Salice, if they have any piloting skill, can drive one just the same as the other, and you wouldn't want one of those poor bastards getting knocked over the head and a criminal getting behind the wheel of one of these things.
That would be dastardly.
I'm ready to rebuild my life as Quentin Cucumber.
You're
of the Cumberbatch.
We're only an hour and a half in, but my brain is like, so the name of this episode is going to be The Cumberbatch? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Or the Cucumber Patch. Cucumber Patch.
Well, Mr. Cumber, what you're describing is worthy of a play, but
Go on.
But not to put it pessimistically, but we would be gone before you.
Oh yes, I suppose you would have to plead that you would be more valuable to these Sanguins? It's the family of Sanguilum.
Oh no, that's super easy. Barely an inconvenience because they already want 2 out of the 3 of the rest of us.
Oh, well, at that point, you should just tell them that. Maybe they'll pay good money, and the
okay.
Gentlemen.
So the choice is a completely autocratic despotism on one hand.
It's more of a stratocracy, but go on.
Okay. Well, yeah. Whatever. Capitalist pigs, in the other hand, like neocon capitalist pigs at that, and we're being offered up to these two wonderful governments by a burgeoning fascist society. There's not really a choice there.
I think Irene is definitely figuring out what's going on, honing in on it.
Irene, not that there's going to be.
Nobody's getting my coded message here.
Yes, not that there's anything that would be going on, but I'm just gonna say that the Dreadnought would have more people on it. So between the two choices, there's an easy one. Now the question is does the Sanguilans, do they need a good doctor? Because I think I'm the moving piece here, and I don't want to get split up.
Considering 2 out of the 3 people that would be going to them are under your medical care at the moment, that's an easy argument to make. My concern is that
I'm so injured.
My concern is that these Sanguilans, whoever they might be, and by whoever they might be, I mean I am intimately familiar with them, and they kind of want my head on a stick. I'm sure they're probably... Wait, hold on. Out of character. Elise, have you told the rest of us that you were under contract to the Sanguilans and you broke that contract by joining us?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So back in character, and they're also gonna want her head on a stick because she broke a contract, and I'm sure they're absolutely very much looking forward to reuniting with their beautiful and talented prodigal son, wherever he may be.
Oh no, they're missing a son?
Yeah. So my concern here is that they're going to be very cautious. If we decide to go with them, they're going to be very cautious, and we're not going to have much of an opportunity. And if they get their hands on what they're looking for out of me, I will blow the entire ship up with everyone on it, us included.
Well, you raise a good point in your story, however, is that if they do want both your head and Elise's head on a stick, that's one of my patient that they really don't care if the doctor follows.
Yeah, but I'm sure that if you were to offer your medical aid for their prodigal son, again, wherever he may be, you may be fine.
That's very true. Plus, from the very colorful picture that you've painted out of them, I might be able to sell my talents for medical purposes of higher...
Get it? Colorful?
Yes. Of higher degrees. Higher caliber.
I mean, I could give 2 shits what the rest of you do at this point. I'll be going with the Sanguilans because they're less likely to outright kill me and more likely to keep me alive in order to pry whatever technical expertise I have regarding what they're looking for. So that gives me more of an opportunity.
I'm sure I could offer my services to help them find their missing son.
So
yeah, because that's worked out so well for them in the past, hasn't it?
Hey, Irene, not to make a joke to try and calm the atmosphere here, but you just went from a ship that tried to take your brain, and you're going to go to a ship that they will try to pick your brain. So it's not too
That's
bad.
An upgrade. That's an upgrade.
Oh no!
I'm putting it out there. If the rest of you decide that you're going with the Sanguilans, there is also the threat of me blowing the ship up with everyone on it.
Well, from a rational
always
perspective,
a threat with you, though.
Yes, that's always a threat.
Hurtful, but not inaccurate. So I'm 10 out of 10 would get roasted again.
And I would like to point out that the Saldrosi Empire is potentially a death sentence for all of us. The Sanguinans is potentially a death sentence for at least 2 of us, maybe more. We don't know. So the odds of death sentence pretty high. So getting on any ship and potentially getting blown up,
It sounds like these Saldrosi fellows will do us in very, very quickly. Whereas the Solis ship will do us in less quickly.
Indeed.
I'm going with the Sanguilans, and I'm going to blow them all up. So.
Well, I mean, we still gotta convince them, because from what the dear captain has said, they're only coming from Mr. Cucumber. Sorry, Mr. Cumber here.
That's not what they said. They
No,
said
we were
you
all
as a
given
group
the option.
Oh yeah.
can either go one or the other.
Yeah, we were
I
given the
was
option.
perfect.
gonna pull one of the sheets off the bed and like wrap it around underneath his like arms. It's a little cold.
Thank you. I have been staring at my back wall this entire conversation.
Can't even see me.
It's true. You can't see him. Just for Zeke.
But no,
Yeah, and I only
was-
stared for medical purposes.
I thought I was across from Hypoest.
No, you're
with
next to
Alicia
Hypoest.
next to me.
No, you're across. The women can see each
Across-
other. The men can see each other.
Okay, got it. Bingo. Well, then, since only Elise can see Irene, as soon as Captain Fuckface mentioned that Hypoest was naked again, Irene has been staring holes through the wall between them.
Just like yeah, Hypoest is gonna, I guess, call the captain and tell them we much prefer to go home
Okay.
on the other ship,
All right.
or I prefer to go home.
That means you guys are going to spend 2 days in these cells.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
And he said I have a daily checkup with them.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have access to medical supplies, or just
Yeah, they roll in diagnostic equipment. Nothing you can use to, hurt people. And you're supervised the whole time. So who has the moderate wound? Okay.
I think I technically have one.
Yes, you're serious.
Yeah.
I think downgrade.
My series got downgraded.
Okay, so you guys can make 2 medicine resilience tandem checks each. So let's start day 1, or let's start day 1 on Elise, and then
Do their equipment give me a +1 or just a flat 0?
just a flat 0.
So the first one for Elise, since you said it was Elise, that was a stellar, and alas for Hypoest, that would be an average.
Okay.
Oh, I just rolled resilience without the average. Does the average give me a +1?
Yes.
Okay, let me roll a.
Reroll a 6. If you roll higher than a 4, we'll keep the 4.
Okay. I mean, either way, 13 is a little too low, but let's
Well, if
see.
you got okay, yeah, 13 then.
The stellar's a +3, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then day 2.
So same thing?
Okay.
Oh, we're not gonna try anything during day 2?
Well, this is just for the medical.
Okay.
Average.
Oof. Okay, Vegas, give me a mechanics check.
Penalties?
-2.
Okay, so I've got a natural +1. Would salvage be appropriate here?
He's double checking.
Yeah.
Okay, so flat.
So you just anything but a 1. No, that's engineering.
That's engineering. This is my mechanics is 5, 10, 15. So that's an excellent.
Okay, you managed to fashion yourself a neat little shiv.
Okay.
That's all we need.
It has the
Police can't do anything
stats.
against the missile.
It has the stats of. Yeah, it's got the stats of a knife.
Okay.
Hand to hand?
Yeah.
Could I... Oh, I guess Irene's not getting medical attention, though.
Day 2, she'll complain of being sick. She's not feeling well.
Zeke's pretty good at hand to hand.
Right.
Okay.
And they're going to expect the doctor less.
Make either a deception or a performance check.
Yeah, I can do that. Penalties? Bonuses?
No penalties, no bonuses.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
That is an excellent deception.
Okay, it plays off the way you want. You're able to hand off the shiv to Razik.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Although Razik has like weapons attached to the ends of his hands.
Yeah, it depends on the stats, really.
Well,
Can you repeat the stats?
It's a knife.
That's probably
Page 107 of the core rulebook. Tech era 2. 1d4 plus 1/4 physical. No special.
Yeah, my
didn't
talents
think-
would do more.
Oh, I didn't think Irene was trained in hand to hand at all.
she is. She's just better at fisticuffs when it comes to that.
How is she at missile?
Garbage. Literal garbage.
Well, let's say that instead of handing off the shiv, you inform Razik that you have a shiv.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Perfect.
I didn't realize.
And then
knife
he can disseminate the information to the whole crew during the medical checkup.
Yeah.
The little Munchkin parade.
Yep. And I would like to make it a canon that when Irene says like Razik, like I don't know how Irene would present it, like I have a shiv or whatever. How would you present it?
So yeah, doctor, like I feel like suddenly I have a stabbing pain.
A sharp
And like you
pain.
just flash it.
Yeah, like right here, like on the back side of my thigh. Do you see that? Do you see where it hurts, where it's stabbing? And like it's under her leg.
Yeah. Razik would simply say, "Oh yes," and then like invent some medical bullshit to help you with it. And then like when he goes over to the other cell, is like, "Elise, I'm worried." And then he's gonna say like in a very very slight whisper, "Irene's got a shiv." And then same thing with Hypoest would be like, "Hypoest, I'm worried."
Oh, good. She caught on. So hypothetically,
Meanwhile, Lucy's just hiding her side blade, like, yeah, okay.
I do want to try and like fit the remote through the hole and get Elise to like scooch it over so that Reed can use it. I still wanted to do that.
Okay, I'm just gonna level the all. There's no way you could turn these remotes into something like dangerous.
All I need is a power pack and something to put it in to make it explode.
Okay, give me
like-
mechanics check -1. And since it's a salvage, you get the +2, so it's a +1.
Okay.
Okay.
That is excellent.
All right, so you have 2 batteries, 2 little itty-bitty batteries. They're like watch batteries, but like 100 times more powerful.
Futuristic.
Super futuristic.
Cool. I'll hold on to those.
If you lick them to test how much power they have, you die.
So
That's pretty much the only change, actually.
related. You know the whole 9-volt battery thing on your tongue.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Not from like personal experience. Like I've heard.
Go on.
That if you take AA batteries and like you match positive to negative, negative to positive, etc., and then do that, like it increases the charge. And then also, if you take a bunch of AA batteries, say from all of your friends' Walkmans and Discmans at lunch during high school, and electrical tape them all together, and then hold it against your tongue, and someone touches the 9-volt to you, you totally don't go flying out of your seat 8 to 10 feet back. Just saying.
I really hope there's not some fucking impressionable youth.
No, it doesn't
just
happen.
we're good.
So don't do it.
Considering everything else we've said this stream, that's not the worst thing they could take.
I wonder where the psi blade is being hidden with the crystal sticking
At
out.
the end, yeah.
It's decorative.
You had to bring it back.
It's decorative.
I swallowed it.
That's not better.
How do y'all spend the 2 days outside of, medical checks and fashioning crude weaponry to cause problems with?
I'm gonna see if I can tear off like strips of linen.
Strips of linen, you say?
What are the jumpsuits made out of?
Space cloth.
Is it a synthetic fiber?
Yeah.
Is it a cotton fiber? Is
It's
it
synthetic.
cotton bamboo blend, or is it a polyester cotton blend?
It's like a future polyester.
So polyester, not rayon. Is it a zip closure, or
Sure, it's zip. Yes.
is it buttons? Okay.
Actually, they'd probably be buttons, huh? I don't know. I've
Would
never
they?
been to jail.
Zippers were created for space, but I personally have never been to jail.
Okay. Let's say it's Velcro.
Velcro?
Yeah, but like space Velcro.
Ugh.
Now, to be fair, Velcro was invented expressly for space.
Yeah. Is there any cinching at the waist?
I have
Like
no idea.
elastic?
Yeah. Yes, it cinches. It does, in fact, cinch.
Nice. Fashionable silhouette, at least. Cool. I want to take the jumpsuit and rub it against the concrete to fray the fabric lining between the elastic, that keeps the elastic in its little pocket right for the cinch waist, and I want to be able to remove the elastic.
Give me a survival check. Also, I looked it up. It uses medicine first aid, Rizik.
Perfect.
I keep having great ideas and none of the abilities to use.
You
So
have
I still have a
given me.
-3.
You have given me a weapon. A weapon that you will regret.
So, wow, Kaidi is real good at this idea of playing, I think. Hyperwest is not.
So I probably saw this in a movie once, but doesn't know how to do it.
No. I'm sorry, but iPoS is good at it. Mr. Cucumber is not.
Mm-hmm.
No, Hyperwest needed a 16. Focus is not his strong suit.
You don't
tracks.
I mean, I did it on purpose. yeah, the things I'm good at don't really apply here. I could try to pry the screen away from the wall, but I couldn't get a thin piece of metal to do that with. Hypewest is very much the kind of person who's like, I saw this in a movie once. Are there doors on these, like...
Not like we would know them. They're like flush against the wall and they like pop out and slide type of deal.
Oh, okay, so they're sliding doors.
Yes, Gandalf. Space doors.
Yeah. And they don't have any obvious access.
No.
I was also not conscious whenever we came in, but I have seen Razik.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna just try and tear up some strips of linen to tie my little toga up.
You do that.
Nice. I want them to be long enough that I can have like a bow at the side. So
Perfect. Done.
The rest of us may or may not be plotting.
If rocks fall and I die IRL, I'd be okay.
Wow, hurtful.
Okay. So 2 days.
So time passes.
2 days has passed, yes. And then it's time for the transfer. So armed guards come in and cuff you guys. Irene, give me a stealth check, kind of retroactively.
Oh, stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That tracks. Yeah, that's something she's
wouldn't it be misdirection?
good
Are you
at.
referring to hiding the weapon?
No, this is to like so they didn't see her make the shiv through the cams.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she could have just hidden in the bathroom.
That's an average.
Okay, now you need to do.
Oh, yeah. No, there's cameras in the bathroom.
There's cameras in the bathroom for sure.
Oh.
So
Shush,
now you need to do a misdirect -3 to hide the shiv because they're
-3.
Yeah, they're gonna pat you down real good.
Or I can just stab them.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
why at least you had to use a hero point. You do have hero points, but
You,
Right,
you can also stab them. I mean,
you
yeah,
could also
I mean,
stab them, which would be more exciting.
It's one way to
Ooh.
hide a shift to put it in someone else.
they won't find it on you if it's in someone else.
wait. No, I have an idea.
Oh,
I have an actual idea. Rather than misdirect,
hmm.
God, I needed to mute.
Are you gonna do what Rogue
Yeah.
does on Thursdays?
I'm not following at the moment.
Every time I tell him he has to hide his lightsaber, he's like, "Can I just use the Force to move it around my person while they're checking?"
Oh
me?"
yeah, no. But I am gonna use psionics to be like, you
You
don't
don't need to pat me down, or
you don't need to pat me down.
Okay.
We are not the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to pat me down. You've watched me the whole time. I haven't done anything.
Okay. Make a suggestion check. A telepathy check.
It is telepathy?
Tis,
Yes.
yeah.
Good. That's a fail.
Hero point, or are you gonna get pat down?
Yeah.
Okay, now
I'll
give
get
me.
a hero point.
Oh, you gonna hero point?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hero point that one.
Okay. So they cuff y'all and they escort you out to the same thing that you guys were in before, that kind of less tech, which you now realize was a submarine. And then you have a little journey on the submarine, and then they bring you to a
Did they
docking
fix the
bay.
toilet?
So would it be safe to
Yes.
say that over the past few days we all lived
in the submarine.
In this submarine?
Then they bring you to an airlock, and you guys see the FOS single in Alpha.
What color is the submarine?
I don't remember. I don't remember my color palettes from design, but I'm gonna say it's purple.
Oh yeah, no, you
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
That's the opposite.
that's the opposite of yellow. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yay! I went to college and learned something.
And you applied it to a real world example.
Oh God.
Oh.
Well, in film school, we just learned orange and teal, orange and teal, orange and teal,
Yep.
orange and teal,
Yeah.
orange and teal,
Yep.
orange and teal, orange and teal, orange and teal,
Boring.
and also teal.
Not
All right.
even cyan.
It's teal cyan, either or.
Do they all look the same to you?
Does every movie look the same to me? No. And
Modern
and
movies
El-
that use orange and teal? Yes.
do a lot of movies use orange and teal? That is correct. No, but Elenia can attest when Brooklyn Nine-Nine switched networks. Like the first episode, I was like, "Whoa!" They changed their color palette, and she's like, "What?" Yeah.
So we take a legally distinct purple submarine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my film school finally came into professional use. That's not true. I worked for a while. All right.
It was just not professional.
No, I was. I did it for a living, with heavy quotations on the living part. I did it as a job, but I definitely couldn't make enough to live. All right. Yeah. So you guys come to the docking port, and then there's this black with white stripes ship, about twice the size of the Involucre, maybe a little bigger in total mass, than twice the size of the Involucre. And there's a group of armed Solis private security types waiting to receive you. And from behind them, a Solis man steps forward, and Hypois recognizes it as her uncle.
Oh, fine. Okay. All right. So the Albish are still behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then I will act with poise and dignity
In your toga.
for now. Yeah, for now.
You remember your uncle? It's Uncle Peric,
I should take that note.
and Uncle Peric says,
Is it P-A-R-R-I-C-K?
P-E-R-I-C. Peric. And he says, "Damn it, Hypois, you couldn't have had a shred of dignity when I came to pick you up."
Trust me, that's an upgrade.
I am not a criminal. I was not going to wear a jumpsuit. The silhouette was abysmal.
It's a 3-day journey back home. You're going to wear something real.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously. But I wasn't going to wear their prison jumpsuit. It was polyester.
Look, you're gonna get the ship back so that he can find some of his own clothes to wear, because what you assholes want is on that ship anyway.
Noted. So, it's a 3-day journey. We don't want any trouble. But you guys have kind of built up a bit of a reputation.
Have the Albish guards left us alone?
No, they're still there.
I mean, I'm not gonna do the whole weeping and oh, thank goodness you saved me from these ruffians thing in front of these guys. I've got an image to make.
So Peric steps up, and he kind of looking over the four of you, and then he rests on Razik, and he goes, "Who's the Azrician?"
My doctor. You want to see my stitches? They look great. He's
We
got,
can all see your stitches, Hypoist.
I'm still wearing a sheet.
Yes. Thank God for that.
Up here.
I just want to be like, I will not cause any trouble if you get my Psyblade back from these guys. You don't have to give it to me. Just get it away from them. They can't have it. It's mine.
We have all your belongings on the Involuker. That being said, Miss Elise, my ship is customized with dampeners, and of course, my whole crew is Celise.
Dampeners.
So if you try any of your tricks, we'll be ready for you.
I found him. I'm just gonna put die post.
If you think you're going to be compensated, you have another thing coming.
No.
All right.
Well, if we're speaking compensation, I've kept him alive.
Oh, so many times.
And this is not an exaggeration.
I'm sure, but I hope my nephew has compensated you before.
Rizik cannot really lie. The compensation was not discussed beforehand.
You could talk it over with my brother when we get back to the oligarchy. All right, get him on the ship. And they're going to escort you guys to your new cells, which we have a battle map for. Gotta make sure the configuration is correct. Token, excellent, perfect. Okay, and then should it be? And we activate.
Hey, Apoest,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we get a phone call?
Oh, hold up. Where's? Oh, they are. Oh, you... okay. I see what I did. Okay. Never mind. You can see through one of them. You can't see through two of them. You guys are across the hall from each other. Irene and Elise, you both feel like this, like mild head pressure, like the beginnings of a headache that never quite develops. But you also can give me an awareness check, both of you.
Any modifiers?
Nay.
It's a fail.
Okay. You also nothing. So you guys are you got rooms here at bunk beds. When the private security guys put you in there, they say if you need to use the bathroom, we're coming by every 4 hours, so hold it.
Oh, like, so
Close the door.
no, with absolute certainty, as soon as we are not backed by the Albish, I'll be like, oh, Uncle Peric, it's been so awful. Thank you so much.
Not buying a hypoist. You can talk to your dad.
Look, I will. We've done some terrible, terrible things. It's
You blew up
really
a
bad.
you blew up a planet, hypoist.
I know that wasn't my fault. Irene did it. She's a killer.
Fucking throw Irene
What?
under the bus! Holy
Just
shit!
grab Irene by the back of the neck, grab it by the top, the bottom of the pants, and just throw under the bus.
Look, oh, Razik's barely kept me alive. I saw the light multiple times. I'm like, full waterworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no breaks.
Give me an influence check.
As a player, Vegas is in love with this. As a character, Irene is like, well, fuck you.
What, Jacob, what did you say? I cut
Make
out
an
for a
influence
second.
check.
Influence check?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
do
I know
have a
that's
minus.
like really hard for you. You don't get your +1 because this is a Celise.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty hurt.
Oof, yeah.
So if I could roll 7. And it's not a sleaze. Okay.
Damn!
Oh!
Is that a stellar?
That's a stellar. 4, 9, 14, baby.
Peric puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "We'll talk later. I'm gonna get the ship underway."
Okay.
I guess you must be happy not to be locked up with Irene then.
I know who's getting shivved first.
In the courtyard.
It should be pointed out that you guys can no longer hear each other. So like it's just your rooms, which is male. One room is for the boys, one room is for the girls.
Well, I post.
But who is this beat for?
Top or bottom?
Razik just cutting straight to the chase.
Yes. The most prized possession in prison, the top bunk.
And he says as he whips out his talons.
Oh no, I like the bottom one because I feel like I'm in a little cave.
I agree with these terms, and he climbs onto the top one. As a bird, I like higher places anyway.
You kept me alive, big boy. You can take whatever you want.
Alright, what's going on?
I take boat, you sleep on the floor.
Fucking power move.
Alright, which bunk is mine? Neither. But there's 2 bunks. I know.
You have to switch it up.
What's going on in the girls' room? In the girls' dorm.
The same thing.
Cameras?
Give me an awareness check.
It's a thing I can do. That's a fail.
Okay. You don't see any.
Panels?
There is an entertainment center, just like before, but this time it's it's not built in. So if you wanted to fuck it up.
She's fucking it up.
Okay, you're using your shiv to like unscrew.
Yep,
Okay.
100%.
Can I at least have the manual to read?
Poor Elise, he was like, "Oh sweet, they've got Star Wars 499." Oh, you've already ripped off the screen.
Trust me, I was doing you a favor.
It was just a recreate of Star Wars 402.
Like, and it wasn't even a good homage. Like, I understand where they were going with it, but the casting was horrible. Yeah, I mean that's what
She just
Irene is
sang
doing.
it 'cause it was mostly
Well,
human.
given that Irene was sleeping in the top bunk when she shared a room on the other ship, or at least she's just gonna climb into the bottom bunk.
Smart move.
And then take the blanket and tuck it in so it's like a little fort so she could hide in there.
Okay.
She needs to meditate, and Irene's distracting.
Okay, by now you guys can clear all your psychic fatigue if you had any left over. It's been, 5 days. Alright, well, you guys feel the familiar feeling of exiting atmosphere. And then we're going to go ahead and go to break. So
Perfect.
we're going to be back 18 after with another hour, 40 minutes of Dire Roll Lost Horizon to find out how they're going to get out of this scrape. But considering one of them has a side blade, I think we can all kind of guess. So, see y'all then. Bye. Alright, we're back. Can you go tell the babysitter? Okay, we're back. So, you guys are in a cell on a ship. You guys have windows, so you guys know when you enter hyperspace.
Yeah.
Cells with windows? Man, that's luxury.
Yeah, but I mean, if you try to open the windows and get out that way, you won't last long.
We're over here listening to watching Star Wars 4582,
Mm-hmm.
and Elise just sitting in the other cell being angry about it.
Yep.
Spoilers. Nah, I'll just browse the space internet.
The space internet.
Yeah, get on like space Reddit.
Hey, when you're done, can you pass it over?
I'm
so
being
I can
held
check
against my will.
Facebook?
Ask me anything.
I always pegged Hypoist for more of a dark matter web kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah, I went there.
I mean, I just thought the presumption on his character was completely off. He's a space Tumblr sort of dude.
That's fair. Yeah, that tracks.
Or maybe like a space Pinterest. These doors are locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could have just not checked the whole time and then been able to open them up.
Well, I mean, you guys can physically see them locked. No, you can't. You have to click on them, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm clicking on it, it's making the little lock noise, but I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, in the actual Foundry application, we cannot see that it's locked,
Okay.
but I can stick half of my body into the hallway.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
because
right?
these squares are half of the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I can technically walk through the wall? Nope. Stops me right there.
Yeah. Foundry VTT is not gonna, it's not gonna play around.
Oh, but neat. If I go through half the wall, I can't see the hallway. But if I go through half the door, I can see the hallway.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, that's because the door, you can see through the door. So.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, you guys can come up to the window and see each other. That's adorable.
Yeah, we're like... Miss you.
Irene's just standing at the window on the door waiting for Hypoist to show up, and as soon as he does...
And when Razik checks,
My boy's like,
what is it when it's Razik?
Just like,
Same thing with the other one. Oh.
just pointing first, like, not you, by him.
Has Irene managed to salvage anything useful out of this entertainment center that she can combine with those 2 batteries that she has?
you got a bunch of circuit boards, but, nothing to do with them.
So, how was the content delivered to the screen? Was it hardwired into the database, or is it some sort of wireless connection?
It's like a, it's not wireless. It's like you pick your movie USB stick and you plug it in. But like
Okay.
future USB.
Okay. All right. Space USB. Got it.
Yes, space USB.
But I've got some circuit boards, so I could potentially
That's pretty susp.
potentially like hack together some sort of transmitter / transceiver.
Techno babble.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you were trying to make a radio, maybe, but if we're talking about hyperspace transceiver receiver.
No. I'm trying to hack into the systems on this ship.
There's no way you could make something to do that.
Specifically, what I'm trying to do is get into where I can override the word I'm looking for, dampener. The psionics dampener.
With the equipment at hand, you're not going to be able to access anything. You just got a bunch of circuit boards that are all the configurations is for a TV screen, effectively.
Cool. Physical lock or electronic lock on the door?
That's gonna be electronic, yeah.
Cool. So circuit boards, I could hack together something that could potentially unlock the doors.
If you had a soldering iron, which you don't, you're just like clicking boards together at this point.
Has the guard come by?
No, it hasn't been 4 hours yet.
Just check. I'm very much gonna be like, can I please talk to my uncle?
Okay, I think that's a good time for that. So one of the troopers comes in and escorts Hypoest out. And they're gonna bring Hypoest. Well, that's the bathroom.
Well,
into the hallway,
drop by.
and then into this hallway, and then escort all the way to this room. One guy's gonna be there, one guy's gonna be there, and then your uncle. There you go.
Nice. Cool, yeah. So are we heading to retrieve items from the Invaluka first, or going like straight home?
No, the Invaluka's with us.
Oh, okay. So am I close? Am I close in there?
Yeah, but I mean, there's a fair bit of hyperspace between us. At our next stop, we can get your clothes.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna wear the prison jumpsuit because it felt undignified. I could see, like, looking at me now, how that wouldn't seem to be the case. But I read about this tactic, and I thought, like, I want my own clothes.
So
It's a matter of pride.
Hypoest, are you ready to come home?
God. I mean, I would be lying if I said none of it was fun, or I didn't have a great time, loosening the chains and going on a bit of a space rumspringa where I got to do whatever I want. But it's been terrible. People have died. I'm still, as you can see, pretty badly injured. I was down. There are these psionics. I couldn't save. It's so much responsibility. It was nothing that I was ever trained to do. I was gonna be a ground guy. Or maybe like drive yachts around for people. It's been rough. I was so relieved to hear y'all were on the way, or we would have gone to the Saldrin. I don't want to go to Saldrin.
Well, the company has been moving up the chain, and your father really wants his son to come home, so you can start teaching you how to take the reins. Do not get any younger. So if this whole anarchist rebellious phase is over, then we can start talking about maybe
Settling down.
Yeah.
Patience.
As for your friends, I mean, as far as your father concerns, that Dorak woman owes him money, but other than that, we don't really care.
No, I am. Hypois is gonna like lean over and be like, I am so glad you're here. I'm so relieved. And to see his family, and not some asshole who wouldn't be able to listen to me.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you're here. We've been worried about you. It's been months. Now about your friend Irene. Did she bring that weapon with her when you picked her up?
No, I mean, it's pretty big.
You think
So
she
she
could
doesn't have it.
you think she could build it again?
I mean, the parts are really expensive. Or the way she talked about it. Gosh, so much of our funding went towards that thing. We'd like do an odd job here, an odd job there, and never have any money left over.
All right. Well,
Not technically a lie.
listen, the oligarchy and the regency and the league, we've all been invited to a summit at Haku with the Mandate and the Empire. And if the Tri-State Alliance got a new weapon, we can maybe prevent war. Deterrence.
Invited to Monday?
I didn't hear you. Out of character, I didn't hear you.
I couldn't. It cut out a little bit about like what they were invited to join.
They were
the
invited to
Spearmint?
a summit at Haku,
Oh, okay.
which is a solar system smack dab in the middle of the fire expanse.
Okay. Wow. That's big potatoes.
Yeah, so if your friend is willing to give us that weapon she designed, it could save a lot of lives.
I don't know. In her current situation, locked up in that tiny room, I don't know how much she's willing to help. This is. And I'm not saying you have to let her out. She is a little bit dangerous, but it would take a lot. It would take a lot to get her there.
And what about all this business on y'all? We've been hearing crazy rumors, like the planet blew up.
Uncle Peric, you know me. You have seen me, and while I have been a little bit wild, and while I am good with a gun, do you think I'm actually capable of blowing a planet up?
Well, you're pounding around with the psionic killer woman, Irene, who appears to be, a couple sticks short of a cockroach deck. And and then there's your Azrician.
Yeah, the Azricians, he's just a doctor we picked up. He wanted to do some kind of like doctors without sectors sort of thing. But yeah, no, we're not that kind of powerful. There was this huge ship, right? Massive, like a city on top. Gotta warn everyone, honestly. We have footage. Huge ship. They used psionic powers to attack us and nearly killed Elise and nearly killed Irene. And she ended up on planet side fighting for her life. And then y'all was already, as you might have known, being like pulled apart.
Yeah.
And there was, I guess, this huge ship caused like a flux because they were messing around. They were like so strong. And they were like causing our readings to show up funny. You couldn't see anything past it. They were practically radioactive. So I think because we were there, nobody knows what that ship is. A lot of people are saying it's us, but like, I can't blow up a planet. I'm a pilot. I'm a glorified boat sailor.
Roll deception.
Yeah. I'm really injured. It's really dumb. The injury gets in the way of deception. Technically, all of that wasn't a lie.
Parts of it were. 14.
That's an average.
That's an average. He's like, all right. Well, let's get you home. Like, we don't have any, like, guest quarters on the ship. I assume you don't mind staying in the cell. But next time we stop, if you guys want to rife around the Involucre, get your clothes and all that, that's fine.
Can I get like an air freshener? Have you ever lived with an Albish?
You mean Azrician?
Azrician, yeah. Have you ever lived with an Azrician?
No.
Well, I'll deal with it for however long it takes to take a break.
All right. Well, one of these guys is gonna take you back, and then they do. Okay.
Are we gonna get a chance to handle these wounds while we're on this ship?
Yeah, they're gonna take care of you. You guys want to fast forward 2 more days?
I mean, I'm down for it personally.
I don't know if anyone else wants to do stuff.
I think maybe Irene, but not sure.
Does anyone, want to have a? I mean, it's just 2 pairs and 2 different rooms for days. One of you doesn't even have an entertainment system. You guys might, find yourselves talking.
I mean, it depends on how often Elise comes out of her bunk bed blanket fort.
Actually, at one point, I am going to call Irene in there because I'm fairly certain that covered by the blankets, they can't see me, and show her that I have one of my side blades.
Irene visibly recoils at that. And very clearly doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, at least she's not going to push it. She's going to flash it and put it away. But then I guess at some point she's going to be like, alright, well,
Hey.
I started trying to learn mechanics, so why don't you show me what this does? And I just point to some random object.
Well, I mean, its designed purpose is relatively simple. This is a how do I put this in layman's terms? This is essentially where the data gets read from the sticks and then gets converted into the visual and auditory output for the screen. But it's powerful enough to take it with some tinkering. I'm trying to make it be able to take outside commands and not just read data, but actually interpret input so that I can use it to potentially get our doors unlocked. I'm not working with a lot right now. I'm kind of stressed. We're all gonna die if I don't figure a way out of here for us. So, I can't really explain all that well at the moment.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna sit down and watch.
Hey, Hypoest. Given that we might be meeting your family, more specifically your parents, in a short period of time soon, I believe I might need to find myself employment within your family to continue my we'll call it an escapade. So, how should I present myself to your parents to have the best chance of winning their employment? Because I'm assuming they have their own doctors, so I'll have to cut myself out of the crowd to speak.
I mean, you're my personal physician. I'm still under your care while in recovery.
That's very true.
I've already sung your praises quite a bit. I think less it's going to be more on.
Okay, perfect.
I just can't even say that. Yeah.
Well, Peric might not know how it is to live with an Extradition, but he certainly doesn't know how is it to live with a dog.
That's racist.
She's talkative.
Yes.
Um. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm putting in some work to hopefully get things under control, but honestly, I'm in so much pain. It's pretty ding dang hard to get anything done.
Well, I'm doing my best to make sure that you heal as fast as possible and that your pain is reduced as much as possible. But unless you get me access to the analgesic spray that I stored on the Involucre as well, then alas, I cannot do much for your pain. I can
That was a really
only.
good reminder. Thank you. I'm over here like I'm gonna get my hover light back.
So, assuming there are no unexpected situations that arise that would make the current situation change and we continue on to the path that we've taken, I suppose that I should just let you talk me into the employment of your parents.
It's a good idea. Just trust me.
Oh, I trust you fully. And of course, if things become under control, you know I'm on your side.
Can you turn that off? Or turn it down? Sorry, daughter's having sleep regression. So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it's a bad time.
Yeah, that's a rough time.
And she's teething.
That's probably why she's sleep regression.
At the same time. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that's why the
Let's
boy is wandering around and not being supervised.
book.
So your characters are just like, yeah, again, it's just the two of you for like hours, days, unless you guys are planning to make use of that side blade. So is there anything your characters would bring up, or?
All I'm vying for is like my own goddamn room. It's the Zeretian smell comment.
Luckily, I wasn't here to hear that.
Yeah.
Grab your humidifier while you're there.
It's like I don't need to be oh yeah, I should grab my humidifier, honestly. I don't need to be locked up, so it's just like every time the guy's like, you wanna go to the restroom? I'm like, please, just walk.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, the bathroom is like right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like 4 meters down the hall, but it's
Yeah.
still in the same room all day.
Okay. Well, what about the women?
Irene, I mean, obviously is going to have to go to the bathroom at some point,
Right.
but while doing so, is on the lookout in the bathroom for anything that she can rip out of the wall and use.
I'm gonna be checking for cameras in our rooms probably before I do anything else.
Make an awareness check.
That's an average.
Okay. You do not see any cameras in the room, but there are cameras in the halls.
Okay. So I let Irene know. It's like, well, if you're near the window, they might be able to see us, but otherwise, there's no cameras in our room, so I think we're okay.
Irene will start spending more time in the blanket fort working.
I'm really surprised y'all haven't even tried the psionics. I mean, not as surprised for Irene, but usually Elise's like, -6? Alright, let's try.
Fuck it.
Oh, that's an average.
By the way, would Ipwest have talked to me, to Razik, regarding the meeting?
I mean, probably, yeah, but it would be very much like, well, I told him it wasn't really our fault, that we've had a good time, like, trying to help people.
Yeah.
Irene's a murderous psychopath.
No, I think it wasn't really Irene's fault. That
He
she
said
got
that in
hurt.
passing.
Yeah, that was not during the meeting.
Well,
So during the 2 days, I have plenty of time to think. Unfortunate. So I guess I'm just gonna be trying to. You said the planet they're going to is Haku.
No, he mentioned that there's a summit at Haku. That's not where you're
summit at
going. You
I know
guys
that's
are.
not where we're going right now.
Yeah.
There is a summit at Haku, which is so it's a summit between
everyone.
all the major governments in the Fire Expanse.
everyone.
The 5 major governments in the Fire Expanse.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Yeah. Imagine if the Thuj cartels,
I don't think they got an Evite.
the Reaper Syndicate, sent a representative. Guys, all the important people are going to be on one planet. We've done it before.
No. we are not.
Okay. I know we're not because we're like the good guys. Okay. Like I know no, but also yes.
Okay, I understand you want to bring down the establishment.
Okay,
genocide is not the way to go.
I just need to
It's
bring up
not
that
mass genocide. It's a mass assassination. Assassination.
assassination. I like how opposed is like, I've had some downtime to think, and I think we should commit a gigantic terrorist attack. Who's with me?
It would be all of the governments. Okay, that isn't even what I was gonna think about. The thing is, I think Hyper West would be spending his time racking his mind about. He has taken lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of culture lessons. So I'm trying to think of like how I can play a tabletop game and roll some dice to maybe try to find some vaguely useful like role playing and or political information. You know, like as far as I'm sitting here trying to think of like what can we say or do to convince my family that we will benefit them in the eyes of the Sphere Mandate or the Saldrosi Empire or
we show them the footage.
I mean, yeah, mainly that's what I'm thinking, but I'm also like maybe there's something I don't know. I as a player don't know about these cultures that Hyper West as a character would.
Okay, well, what do you want to know? Like, I don't want to just start expositing all over you. Just give me some questions and I'll try to answer them.
I mean, I've kind of figured I was trying to think of a question and then make a roll and see how good of the information is. But I'm out of character rambling about it because I can't think of like what exactly to ask.
Okay.
Well, while you think about it, Rizik is gonna say something to Hyperwest. So about that summit that you mentioned, all the big parties will be there, right?
I mean, yeah.
Have I ever told you why I joined the crew and the reason why I wanted to build doctors without sectors and stuff?
Doctors without gravitational pull.
Well, you see, much like you, I somewhat come from a family of highly influential people from the Crest League. Oh, okay. Hyperwest, there's no secrets between us?
Yeah.
I'm fleeing from my wife.
Rizik, I'm so glad you felt safe to share that with me. Do you need to talk about it?
Well, not in that sense. I'm just wanting to point out, I think that this summit is our one chance to potentially bring the idea that the Citadel ship, now that we know there's more than one, is the threat we need to deal with right now. Like, yes, I know they hate each other. Yes, I know they want to go to war at each other. Whatever, but that threat needs to be dealt with first. And that's our one goal. And the reason why I'm telling you this personal information is because my wife, we don't see eye to eye currently, but I think that I could manage, hopefully, to bring her on board with discussing this problem in our favor. I'm not sure how much pull she could be during the meeting to.
But also, you could be a bargaining chip of like the oh gosh, what is the like Solis conglomerate called?
The nation you have your citizen, your Fair Star
Yeah.
oligarchy.
The what?
The Fair Star oligarchy.
Fair Star oligarchy. But the Fair Star oligarchy could, better its relationship with the League by saying like, "Here is your husband. We found him." So that's safe to say.
Yes, and I would. I don't. Okay, between you and me, for everyone else, it's gonna be I would gladly join my wife back for the better of the empire of the universe. Between just you and me, for our friendship and for the important task that we're trying to achieve it, I would do it, but not gladly.
Yeah. No, I didn't think we actually get that far. I don't intend for us to be at that meeting as representatives of separate communities.
No, indeed, but
Should we be there at all?
But from what I glanced and from what I understood from your family, I believe that you're the one that's supposed to take over after your, I believe, father.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he bring you to that meeting then, if he's part of it?
Hypothetically, he would.
So you wouldn't be a representative. Yes, if you were back.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be a representative, but you would be there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many pluses you could bring, but
I don't plan to be there.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just exploring the situation with you and what your fields are.
Is it Gar coming back around? Is it always just like this one dude?
No, I think there's like 2 guards that alternate.
Hey, where's Zeke?
Yes.
I'm gonna talk really quietly so that this isn't. I mean, I was just asking if they're alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk really quietly so this isn't super obvious, but I really had been hoping I would be feeling better at this point. I'm not very good at hand-to-hand. I do, however, have this long piece of string. He points at his belt. I keep thinking, I can jump. I can't. Look at me. Sticks and bones. I'm very attractive, sticks and bones, but I'm sticks and bones.
All right.
We have an opening. Either then or after I have retrieved some of our things from the Involucre. After is probably preferred, but we're going to have less time.
Okay.
At that point, to try and free ourselves from this oppressive environment, which looks to stifle our morale so that we may better serve the conglomerate. Did I lose you again?
No, I can see what you're putting down.
And if the guard were somehow distracted and the door left open, and I was able to access the door on the other side of the hallway, I'm pretty good at cracking those things. Not great, but I'm pretty good at cracking those things. Picking up
Well,
what I'm putting down?
yes,
Picking it
yes. If you need me to cause a commotion, I will.
I mean, I think you're really quite skilled. I don't think you're going to have to cause that much of a commotion. But if you need the belt, you got it, buddy.
I'm good enough with just the talons up.
We have a plan.
What have we done to poor innocent Dr. Razik that's his response? I'll fucking slit his throat. It's fine.
No. He didn't say he would kill. He said cause a commotion.
Dumb and Dumber over here, like, we're going to do it.
Okay,
No,
what's
we
going
need
on
to- we need to-
in the girls' room?
Bro.
I'm actually at some point gonna be like, Irene,
Yeah.
are you planning on rebuilding the Ceregal when we get the chance?
Yes.
Considering what happened on y'all, I honestly don't know if it's a good idea if we travel that route anymore.
So I get that. And I'm not a fan of it either. But it's my only way to get back to somewhere where I might have access to that network again. And we managed to find my entire life's fucking work died on that planet along with millions and millions of people. And I can't bring them back yet. We have to have the Ceregal. As much as I hate it, and I hate what it's done and what it's capable of, I guess it's my fucking lot in this universe to build things that kill. Regardless of what my intent is. All I'm good at is designing murder machines. But if we can use it to do something good, to maybe start making up for what the fuck I did on that planet, I don't have a choice anymore.
It was my fault that you were sent there to make that decision, so whatever you need to get this done, to help build amends in any way you can, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work now.
Do you want me to close the blanket fort door?
Please.
Close the blanket fort door. And go back to reading the manual on the TV.
That's some big dad energy. Door open, door closed. Door open.
Right.
Also,
Okay,
Irene
yeah.
saying, Irene saying please, if Razik could have heard that, he would have had a shiver like, oh my god, vulnerability.
I don't have anything in my medical kit for that. Okay. So. Poor, sweet, innocent assault trooper 1 comes up to the door.
No, we were gonna wait until after I got my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll just go use the restroom.
Okay.
Just in case. Mostly it's like me.
I can imagine Alicia at some point going, "But Hypos needs to pee a lot."
We'll have to deal with it.
Razik somewhat takes it personal because he doesn't. I don't think Apoes made it clear that he's doing it to be annoying. So Razik is like, "Am I talking too much?" Nah, it's Apoes that must be wrong.
All right. So a day passes. So everyone who has a moderate wound, let's do the treatment shit on that.
Am I still at +2, or do I have like a med pack or something that gives me a +1? How does it work?
I'd say you're at just like your base pluses.
Okay, +2. So whoever gets my first one, that is an excellent, so +2, and whoever gets my second one's a +3.
All right, let's do it alphabetical. So Alicia +2, Hypost +3. And let's go ahead and say that you guys get to use some analgesic spray. So.
That looks good.
That's it on the dot for me.
All right, that's a healed moderate.
Yes.
So downgrades to light. And you also got it from the dance?
Yeah, that's an average.
Okay. So you just have a serious, a critical, and a light. Progress.
Progress.
All right. At some point, the guards come to get Hypost and say, "All right, we're going to take you to the Involucre. If you grab any weapons, I'm going to hit you with the back of my gun really hard."
Dude.
What? I'm just letting you know.
I mean, no, I appreciate the honesty. I'm glad we could come here in an open forum to discuss that, but...
God, you really are exactly like they say. Come on.
Something landed on my neck just then. Yeah. Great. So, my armor has a concealable holster with my pistol in it.
Okay, they're not going to let you grab your vacuum armor.
But it is my clothes.
Surely Hypost has some normal clothes. Because they're going to take one look at it. These are like professional soldiers. Like, no.
Look, I'm a weenie. I'm a scrawny weenie of a man. Do you think the armor's gonna do anything for me? It's gonna keep you from making me more hurt.
Okay. Make an influence check with a -3 step on top of your wound penalties.
I already have a minus.
I know, so it's a -6 step. Go for it.
No, it's not. Because I have pluses.
Ah.
So, +1. And then there's the least, so they're not affected by that. Okay.
It's a -7.
Couldn't get a 6 this time.
Yeah.
Alright.
If only those D20s were reversed.
Then some clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Some analgesic spray.
Okay.
My little flashlight.
Okay, as you grab that, like, why do you need that?
I like having a flashlight.
Okay, whatever.
It is dark, and thank you. It's not gonna hurt you. It's a hover light. It weighs like nothing.
Guard turns, pow, with the overlight.
Got him.
Am I allowed to bring my iPad? Or are you going to take that away from me too?
Yeah, no electronics.
All my web comics are on there.
The hover light,
Okay,
and that's it.
the humidifier count.
Fine, you can take the humidifier, but
Okay.
But aromatherapy candles are right out.
Oh yeah, fire hazard. They're no fun. What else was it that Razik wanted me to take? Let's see. I've got no personal got the hover light. Don't get the vacuum armor because they're weenies. Pardon me.
one of the two guards with you on the Involucre's like, "Hey, why do you have a broken sim droid on the couch?"
He's decoration. We can bring him if you want.
Oh yeah,
He's
we're definitely
mostly-
not bringing the sim droid.
He's sitting like Al and Married with Children with a cup in his hand.
Okay.
He's decoration.
You
am
also
I
notice I
allowed-
post that there's a small crew of a Solis, operating the Involucre in your stead, in addition to the two guards.
Am I allowed to bring the hover bike?
Where are we gonna put it?
I mean, I want to take it home.
The Involucre's coming home with you.
Y'all better not scratch a centimeter on this hover bike. I saved up for that. It is the only thing I have bought for myself in my entire life. Okay. Do I at least get to wear my own boots instead of these prison issue Crocs?
Boots are fine.
Nice. Cool. My guess is I'm not going to have very much luck with a misdirection roll right now, even with a +2.
Yeah, you're pretty banged up.
Yeah. Otherwise, my high-powered laser rifle gets a +1 to misdirection rolls to hide it on my person. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would allow you to steal my or to stash my high strength gripping gloves.
Do you have any performance enhancing drugs other than the analgesic spray?
I'm not sure if Jaken would allow it, but I'm assuming
Would I
might
be
have
allowed
a
to
vial.
just grab his med kit?
When you go for it, they're like, "We have medical supplies."
I mean, I just thought it'd be a nice gesture for this guy, but okay, he's only kept me alive, kid. Do him a solid.
There might be vials of the Psyonix enhancements drug if I had additional samples
Yeah,
of
they're
that.
not gonna let me take the med kit. I'll pick a green ration bar.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it outside of Irene and Elise's. I'll grab 2. I'll leave it outside of Irene and Elise's store. Snacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Yeah,
How
that's
have
what
you never heard sacrifice?
That's what my friends used to bring me if I was angry at them.
Okay.
I got like whole watermelons. All right, yeah. So whatever analgesic spray that new guy had in supply.
Okay.
I had 5, so that's a lot. but
Hover
good,
light,
thank you.
mag boots. Probably not my laser link because they said no electronics. Can't bring my personal comm, so I can't read my stories. These guys are no fun.
Correct.
No fun.
There's zero chill.
All right, cool. That's all I need, though.
Okay. So after taking you back to your room, they open the door to the female prison, and they like, your captain wanted you to have these, and give you the snack bars.
Green kind.
Yeah, he knows he fucked up if he sent the green ones. Elise, when are we gonna stab this guy? Because I'm here for it.
What?
No, Alicia.
No, I was asking if Irene was asking about stabbing me.
Okay,
Sure.
I was really hoping to build up to some kind of interesting or electrified finale to the session. But given the situation with my kids, I think I'm gonna have to call it early, gang.
That's understandable. I can beat up the guard next session.
Yeah, I know you guys were planning a prison break, and we only have 45 minutes left, so we'd probably end mid-combat anyway, because...
It'll be really fun to start next session with a prison break.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I feel like this session has been a little bit... Especially, last session being there.
We're coming off a
We're coming off
high energy.
Yeah, so we're like...
Coming off the climax.
Yeah, we're this whole session has been the resolution part of the previous arc. So, apologies if it wasn't at your speed. I think we had some good conversations and some good character moments, regardless. Learned some things. Catty comedy hour. But unfortunately, with the situation with my kids right now, it's very distracting for me, and I'm the dungeon master. So, we're gonna call it. So that's gonna be the session, everybody. We're not gonna do shout outs today. You guys don't. Yeah, okay. So
we don't deserve it.
So next week. Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's the old shit about?
I tried to ask if Slag could come.
Well, Caddy's not available next week. So, given that Hypois is badly injured, we could do a session if you guys are 100% guaranteed successful prison break. Given that your battle monkey has a side blade, that's probably likely. So we will either have a session or we will do Tabletop Simulator next weekend.
Yeah, I want to set the medium next to Jacob.
I don't want that. We'll decide. Yes, it'll be one or the other. It depends if we are okay to go with that Hypoist, because obviously if they make it back to the planet they're going to, we would have to end the session early because we wouldn't want to go to Hypoist's homeworld without Hypoist. So, all right, that's just my roundabout way of saying I hope everybody has a great week. Have a great night. I hope you had fun here, and I hope to see you guys next week. Good night.